Murray. Brittany Campbell rolling off of turn number 4. Green flag is out, and we're underway. Trouble for Cavallero on the start as he goes around in the Waste Tech number 80. Sits stranded there at the end of the front straightaway, and before we can even get lap number 1 in, we are slowed up. Off of turn number 4, up on the throttle. Green flag is out. We're back underway. This time everybody makes it down into turn number 1, and it is Murray and Souza 1 and 2. Duarte follows through on the inside for third. 3 wide underneath Martin with Murphy threading the needle down the back stretch.
Power move there from Barry Shaw Jr., but he makes it worth his while as he's now up to that 4th position, getting by Amy Arsenal. Battle behind him. That's the 77 of Lenny Guy down to the inside of Murphy as they're side by side through 3 and 4.
Down across the stripe, and it is Murray in charge down into the first corner. Souza settles into the number 2 spot as Duarte knocks on the back door there. Barry Shaw already up inside the top 4 as he goes to work to try to get up onto the podium. Takes a look down low off of turn number 4, settles it back in while Murphy and Martin go at it deep in the field just outside the top 7.
Down the back they go. It's still Richie Murray leading the way over Connor Souza, Mike Duarte, and Barry Shaw Jr. putting all the pressure in the world on that number 50 machine as they head down into turns 1 and 2. Gets the 50 a little loose as he's going to race down to the bottom off turn number 2. Barry Shaw Jr. takes 3rd into 3.
Down the inside, takes a spot away, settles his sights on that red number 38. Trying to put the milk down on the Monroe Dairy machine down into the 1st and 2nd corner. Settles right up on the back bumper, down the back shoulder. Big trouble off of turn number 2. The 77 of Lenny Guy, the 14 of Martin, the 82 of Murphy all get together, and we are slowed up for the 2nd time with 5 laps complete in this one. He uses that as a buffer between the actual steel bumper and the bumper cover. Just a little insight on some of the science and technology. You know what they use for that? A pool noodle.
I was going to say, it looks like a pool noodle.
It is a pool noodle.
How about that?
Looking for the green off of turn number 4. Richie Murray looking for the jump, and he gets it over Connor Souza, and glued to Murray's back bumper is Barry Shaw as he looks for the number 2 spot down the back stretch into turn number 3.
Barry Shaw, you can see it. He wants to repeat, go 2 in a row here in his Everett's Auto Parts truck. As they race down to the turn 1, he's all over the rear bumper of Richie Murray with Connor Souza hanging on to the outside. Souza will now drop back into that 3rd position. And here comes Amy Arsenal in the 4th spot, moving her way up through the field.
Amy having a nice run early on. Her and Mike Duarte battling for that 4th position, going back and forth, swapping that inside and outside lanes as they go down the back straightaway. Duarte gets the run. Brittany Campbell trying to fill the hole in down to the inside. Well, they are 3 wide deep in the back. Martin trying to thread the needle down low. He's got Lenny Guy glued to his rear bumper. Mike Cavallero trying to make some noise back there as well.
Yeah, those involved in that accident now trying to make their way back up through the field as Rick Martin and Lenny Guy move up. Here comes Mike Cavallero, and their race to get back in the battle of things starts now. But back up front, Barry Shaw Jr. breathing down the rear bumper of that 08 of Richie Murray.
Bumper tag into 1 and 2, and Barry Shaw comfortable in the 2nd spot. He knows he's got the truck to squeeze on by Richie Murray, but he's just going to ride there for a little bit and push the 08. And what I mean by push him is make him make his own mistakes. No, put a little bit of pressure on him. Doesn't actually have to physically push him, but mentally get into his head. But don't forget, these 2 trucks raced for a championship the last time around, and it was Richie Murray coming out on top that night.
They race down off turn number 4. Barry Shaw Jr. opens up that door just a little bit, but not pushing the issue.
Trouble off of turn number 3. The 20 machine goes around. Ethan Heilborn bringing out the 3rd yellow of this event, sitting in that 5-spotter, 2nd sport truck race.
Off the corner they come, green flag high in the air. It's Richie Murray with a good start there with the edge advantage over the 85 of Shaw. And here comes Connor Souza, as Kevin said, gets the run to the inside lane of Barry Shaw as Murray got off to a good start. They're side by side as they race down through 3 and 4. Souza and Shaw battle it out.
Trying to bring the milk money to the front of the field is Connor Souza as he battles underneath the 85 of Barry Shaw. Down into 3 and 4, and Souza's got the advantage. He takes away the number 2 spot, sets his sights on Murray down into turn number 1.
Connor Souza falls into place on that bottom line in second position. Barry Shaw Jr., though, has the door open. He backs out as they head into 3, single file. Your top 5. Battle for 6 is on as Souza gets loose. He goes around in the grass. 3 trucks in the grass. Lenny guy around. Bobby Bush Jr. spinning out.
Thank you. At least I know somebody in this joint listening to me.
Bristol Toyota Pace truck takes it to the infield. We're getting ready to head back to Green Flag Racing as Richie Murray and the 38 of Connor Souza lead the field to green off turn number 4. Throttles down. We are back on our way. Richie Murray wins the race into turn number 1. He holds on to that lead and now battle for second. Once again, Souza to the outside of Barry Shaw Jr. into 3.
Outside lane is tough tonight. Who's going to get caught there? Souza trying to cross over, moving Barry Shaw. Tries it down to the inside as they hit turn number 1, but Shaw holds on to the second spot. Brittany Campbell caught up on the outside as she backslides on the top side. She's out of top 5. Woo, Martin all over the brakes there, down the backstretch, gathering that truck back in.
Down off the corner they come. Here comes Mike Duarte in the battle for 4th underneath Amy Arsenal as they race side by side through the corner. Arsenal a little squirrely off turn number 2. She's going to lose that position, and here comes a battle for that 5th spot. That's Lenny Souza down to the inside.
Souza working his way back up through the field, sits 6th on the grid, closing in on Amy Arsenal. Brittany Campbell sits 7th, Martin and Silva. Battle for the 8th spot with Lenny Guy and Mike Cavallero rounding out the top 10. Battle up front, still hot and heavy. Barry Shaw continues to hound Richie Murray off of turn number 2. Sneaking a peek down to the inside. Murray keeping that truck glued to that bottom lane. He knows how tough that outside lane is here tonight. Cross flags out, 18 down, 17 to go. Top 3, nose to tail down to the corner. You got Murray, Shaw, Connor, Souza, your top 3. Duarte is 4th. Arsenal rounds out the top 5. Souza is 6th. Campbell is 7th. Martin is 8th. Guy is 9th. And here comes the 17 of Bobby Bush into the top 10.
Barry Shaw Jr. has that nose underneath Richie Murray. Murray lifted up.
Trouble down at turn number 1. Lenny Souza goes around. And we are sort of green when they come back around. With Richie Murray, Barry Shaw, jumping up on the throttle. 2 second-generation racers having at it. A 3rd and a 2nd-generation racer having at it. They race down the back straightaway. Shaw hanging tight on the outside as they hit turns 3 and 4. Barry trying to edge out off of turn number 4. Murray battles back down low. That time it's Shaw at the top of the leaderboard.
Side by side down the back they go. Barry Shaw still with that nose advantage into 3. Can he clear Murray through 3 and 4? Not quite, as Murray gets a good run off turn number 4. Here they go into 1 and 2. Barry Shaw Jr. sticks it to the bottom. He takes the lead and clears the 08.
Barry Shaw looking to double up here this evening. 21 laps are complete. 22 this time across the stripe. And it is now Barry Shaw leading it across the stripe. 2nd place to Richie Murray. Connor Souza still holds on a 3rd. Amy Arsenal slides up the racetrack in 4th as Rick Martin takes a look down to the inside there as they battle down through 3 and 4.
Martin rebounding up here into the top 5. A great performance for him. Can't really use that right front too much as he tries to move his way up through the field, though, as he to the inside of Amy Arsenal. They're side by side, and here comes Mike Duarte for that 4th position battle.
Duarte right there behind Martin as they come off of turn number 4. Martin takes away the 4th spot. Duarte follows through. He is up inside the top 5 momentarily as Arsenal battles back up top. They race down back straightaway. Duarte takes that 5th spot away. Bobby Bush throws it in hard and deep down to the inside. Trying to pick up a position down to the inside of Arsenal.
Side by side they go. Bush down still the inside off turn number 2 for that 6th position over Amy Arsenal as Arsenal holds to the outside lane. Down through 3 and 4 they go. Pulls up alongside. A good run there off the corner for Arsenal as Silva gets loose right in front of Lenny Souza back in the pack.
Settling it in front of the 31 and the 20 of Heilborn as they come off the 2nd corner. And let's see how close Martin is to closing in on Souza. And he is closing into 3.8 seconds, but he has got a long way to go and 8 laps to get there. Make it 7 when they come across the stripe this time by Shaw, Duarte, and Souza, your top 3. Right now the battle is for 6, with Bobby Bush down on the inside of Amy Arsenault, having a good run there, edging her out into the corner, and Mike Cavallaro following through. He sits in that 8th position.
6 laps to go this time by, and it's about a 1-second lead for Barry Shaw Jr. as I race off turn number 2 as he looks to go 2-4-2 on the season. Richie Murray sits in that 2nd position with Connor Souza in 3rd. Battle for 4th heating up as Rick Martin feels the pressure from Mike Duarte. Bobby Bush sits in that 6th position.
Bush hanging on there, trying to close in on that battle for that 4th and 5th spot, down into 1 and 2s. The field strings itself out around the 3rd mile. The 55 goes -1 to the leaders as they come across the stripe. 4 more circuits to go, and it is Barry Shaw in major control here this afternoon as he leads the charge down into 3 and 4.
Down off the corner they come. Barry Shaw leads another. We got a truck around, I should say, and that is the 31 of Lenny Souza in turn number 2.
Lenny not having a good handling night on that Richie's Insulation number 31 as he goes around in the middle of turns 1 and 2 and bringing out the caution with just 4 laps remaining. Career run up into 6th in his young season. Field is set. Kyle Niederberger looks the field over. They get ready through the box and up through the gearboxes they come. Green flag is out. Barry Shaw jumps out front. Murray settles right in behind into the number 2 spot, and the battle is on for 3rd. Martin up on the outside, trying to ease up ahead of the youngster into turn number 3.
Now they go off turn number 3. Souza with a good run. He's going to hold on to that 3rd spot over Rick Martin as they're side by side behind him. But that top 5, even top 6, single files. They race down the back. It's Barry Shaw Jr. leading the way over Richie Murray, Connor Souza. Your top 3 as they come off 4.
2 laps to go this time across the stripe, and Martin trying to hang on to that sign shop number 14. He has passed more trucks tonight than just about anybody else, as he has had to come from the tail end of the field. White flag is out. Barry Shaw leads the pace, sets it down into turn number 1, nice and comfortably. Leads it by 2 truck lengths over Richie Murray, and it will be 2 for 2 for the Everett's Auto Parts number 85. Barry Shaw Jr. picks up round 1 for the Phil's Propane Triple Crown Series for the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Trucks. Richie Murray for 2nd, Connor Souza 3rd, Rick Martin 4th, and Mike Duarte rounding out the top 5. A little bit loose tonight.
Yeah, we're kind of having trouble with wheel hop right now, but we did all right for what we had. I just wish we had a little bit more tonight, but it is what it is, and we came home with a 3rd, so I'm not unhappy.
You've been doing some traveling. How'd it feel to come back home?
It felt fun. I really love traveling. I love going to new tracks, so coming back here was definitely a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a learning curve, but it's definitely different to go from a place like Thompson and Monadnock to come here where you never stop turning. It's a little bit of a challenge.
How much fun did you have tonight?
I had a lot of fun. It's good to be back, and it's good to just have some weeks off where we can come here and mess around and see what we got for some of these guys.
I know you got some people that have been working hard with you.
Yeah, I want to thank my entire crew, Nats Racing Engines, Quality Fruitland, Titan Vet Clinic, J&J Auto Service, Smokey's Auto Repair, Monroe's Dairy, Hedges Excavating, and anyone else who helped us this year.
Congratulations. Great 3rd place finish. Connor Souza, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go talk to our runner-up and our reigning sports truck champion, Richie Murray. A good run tonight, just a little bit short.
Yeah, it's tough to, that new truck is tough to beat. We had a truck going pretty good, just lacking a tiny bit of bite, and that's what they had, and we didn't.
What do you need to do to change that for next week?
Keep tweaking on it, and we have to step it up from 2 years ago.
A good run tonight. I know you had some people to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank all my sponsors. Jeremy from Hedges Excavating, Rich from Helga South Coast Power Equipment, Alan from Trucker and Auto Parts, Ryan from Quick Oil, my crew, Dad, Grandpa, AJ, Doug, Mom, Grandma, and Meme up in Sands. Everyone else, thank you.
Congratulations. If in another minute he was going to stop playing 8 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for Barry Shaw Jr. Barry, congratulations. Truck was on the rail tonight.
Yeah, I was running really good. Actually, I was a little nervous being on the outside of Richie on one of them restarts. Actually, I did fall back to third, and it worked out. Ended up being able to pass him on the outside and clean, and that's the way it should be done.
Now, you started deep in the pack. You got lucky earlier. A couple of holes opened up real easy for you.
I couldn't believe how those holes opened up. I couldn't believe where I was sitting after that first caution, but hey, I'll take it.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
I got to thank Everett Auto Parts, Roy, Bob, my dad, my cousin Kevin, my wife Marcia, my friends and family that are here tonight, Seekonk Speedway. I've never done this. I've never won back-to-back ever. So this is a first for me.
A great way to kick off our 75th anniversary and Roy's 70th.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Congratulations. Welcome back.